Good afternoon, everybody. Sunday hockey. If you didn't get enough purple already today, we've got some more for you as Waconia takes on Edina, 12A hockey. Braemar Arena. I'm already in a good mood. There's only up from here after that exciting Vikings finish. So Waconia on the year just dropped a contest 2-0 to Orono. So commonality would be they beat Eden Prairie 6-4. We beat Eden Prairie 5-0. Minnetonka put it on them 9-1 as they enter the zone. Again, in the first minute of hockey, Edina under some pressure. And that hits the top of the crossbar and a rebound, and that's escorted to the far corner. Shoot now back behind Worry. Shoot now trying to exit. Fights off a stick, cross neutral ice, throws it past Morgan, hits a referee's skates, and tumbles down in the corner where McGarvey and Morgan will give chase along with Forster. Forster now trying to grab it in. Touches it to McGarvey. McGarvey now behind Smith, who's in goal for Waconia today. Scarlett Smith, a fantastic young lady. Pretty dang good goaltender as well. That's going to reach Morgan. Morgan shot, and that just goes wide by about a foot and a half. That's going to reach Shoot back at the point. Has some time. Little snapper right in the breadbasket. 14:09 remaining. Edina again having to fight off an early rush in the first minute of the hockey game. Worry up to the challenge, escorted a hard shot off a rebound away. Edina came back and put a few shots in the vicinity of Smith to even things up. All indications, it should be a pretty even hockey game if you want to go on paper, look at prior scores. Wayzata beat them 6-1. In the first game of their season, and then they got their legs under them a bit. Mankato is the one that you probably want to understand. That's a 4-3 win for Waconia. Our girls tied Mankato 3-3. That was yesterday afternoon. Heinen now trying to enter. She'll have Hoffman off of Waconia's stick. That spits to the slot. That's just whacked wide. Rebound forced to the corner. Carter able to get a good shot off there. Waconia first to grab it in the near corner. 3 on the puck for Edina. Heinen comes away with it. Shot, and that just slides past the post as Smith wasn't able to get there in time. Waconia now trying to gather it and get it out of the zone. Nice play there by Carter to keep it in. Waconia slaps that down the length of the ice. It'll have to be played. Icing's waved off. Helfrich now bangs it off the boards. Waconia trying to gather. Shoot now trying to collect. She'll give away to Heinmiller. Heinmiller now wheeling. Heinmiller touches it off the boards, trying to get it to McGarvey. McGarvey trying to rate it in. She's met by a vicious stick from Waconia. Waconia coming away with it near boards, able to get it out of the zone. Helfrich steps up, deflects off her stick. Souter trying to gather at neutral ice and does. Souter trying to backhand it in the zone, intercepted by Waconia. They'll go D to D. That won't connect. We'll give Heinmiller an opportunity to get over there along with McGarvey. Heinmiller with a stick battle, comes away with it. Heinmiller now operating in space behind Smith. Heinmiller waiting, looking, putting on the brakes, trying to get over to Sauer. That's whacked away at the last second. Shoot now. Thought about going D to D with it. Nobody there. Throws it to the slot off McGarvey's stick. McGarvey now looking. McGarvey able to come away with it. Trying to center it. That's whisked away by Waconia defenders. It's loose in the slot. Rebound. That goes to the far corner. Back to Shoot. Shoot winds. Shot. And it's a can of corn for Scarlett Smith. Fortunate to spend an afternoon at Wrigley Field with Scarlett Smith as she's a goaltender in my daughter's summer team. So I was talking to her mom before the game. I don't remember much about the hockey that weekend, but I do remember the Cubs beating the Pirates like 19-0. No joke, it was like 19 or 21-0 that day. Obviously the largest win in Cubs history. Nelson now changes course. Past Morgan's stick, loose at neutral ice. Waconia trying to throw it back the other way. Nice play by Sweetster to muscle it up to Forster. Waconia trying to enter. Neutral ice now, thrown back. Nelson now back behind Worry. Nelson puts on the brakes. Outside the reach of Morgan, misplayed at center ice. Allows Heinen and Morgan to chase. 2 on the puck for Edina. Nice play by Waconia to throw it out of trouble. stick by Sweetser, able to keep it at neutral ice where Heinen's going to be able to collect. She'll throw it down in the corner. 4 Hornets off. Fresh Hornets on. Morgan fighting off 2. McGarvey coming over to help. Even things up a little bit. Morgan still digging. 2 on the puck for Waconia, 2 on for Edina. McGarvey wins that battle, able to get it over to Carter. Carter's shot intercepted. A couple bodies go down, no call. None to be really had, just some incidental contact. Morgan now winds, and that goes high. McGarvey trying to knock the puck down on her stick. Waconia coming away with it. Waconia throws it down. That's touched at neutral ice, so icing waved off. Williamson back in white today. Nice to see Colby back. Williamson now. Up to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to kick it to her stick. That'll reach Williamson again. Williamson now looking at Helfrich. Throws it to Helfrich. Nice catch by Helfrich there. Helfrich now rushing, tied up. And we got to have a hook on that, I would assume. As soon as Waconia gets a touch, Worry's off. 6 on the ice for Edina, and Waconia does get a touch to get a whistle with 9:54 remaining. Edina will go on the power play. Nice play by Helfrich. Strong on the puck coming across neutral ice. Fought off a hook. We have Heinen at face-off. Heinmiller to her right, Sauter to her left. Got Nelson and shoot back to the point. See if we can get a face-off back to either Ellison or Taylor and see if they can deliver some lumber here early. Minute 30 on the power play. Draw won by Waconia. They control behind Smith. To the near boards. Shoot on a deep pinch. Does a nice job standing that play up. Shoot now. Trying to get it over to Nelson. Nice play by Shoot to get back. Deflects the puck off her skates. She'll go collect behind Worry. Shoot now with a lot of ice if she can get just to neutral. And she just bumped off the puck. Gathers it in, and Waconia comes up to stand that play. Waconia throws it back in the zone. Nelson now able to gather. Nelson behind Worry. Nelson coughs it up. Waconia intercepts. Nelson whacks it over to Sauter. Sauter now throwing it down the length of the ice. That won't get there. It'll have to be played. New bodies for Edina coming on. 9 minutes to play. 38 seconds left in the power play. Sweetser dumps it. And it deflects almost top shelf. McGarvey now gathering. Trying to get to the slot. Winds, shot. And that's off the glove, and that goes behind Smith. 16 left in the power play. That's kept in by Williamson. Backhand attempt, intercepted. Full strength. And we'll have an icing with 8:21 remaining. Just shots on goal, 4-0. Waconia doesn't have any shots? They had one early, I know that. Nice pass there. Waconia now breaking out. One-on-one hockey. Wines delivers, and that goes high. Heinen muscles it out of the zone. Carter comes away with it, entering, centering pass, connects, shot, and that's a save. That goes back behind the net. Nice play by Hoffman to get that on her stick. Puck's loose in the slot. Nelson now winds, delivers, shot, rebound. Another rebound, back behind the net. Near corner battle, 2 on the puck for each. Waconia comes away with it as they exit. Nelson with a nice play there to stand it up. Nelson now gets it up to Heinen. Heinen looking to enter. 4 converge on Heinen. She does the wise thing and shoves it behind Smith to get some fresh legs. One of those fresh bodies is Heinmiller. She's there battling. Waconia now coming away with it behind Smith. Waconia now with some wheels. Trying to get it up. Whiffs on it a bit. Puck stays in with McGarvey getting a touch on it. Nelson tries to keep it in. Heinmiller gathering. Heinmiller now. Heinmiller trying to control. Back to Nelson. Nelson with the slaps on the tip, and that just goes wide. Nice play by Sauter to get a stick on it. That would have been an NHL type goal right there. Heinmiller with a nice play to win it.
Nice.
Nelson shot deflected. Heinmiller wins that puck battle, gets it back to Nelson. Nelson with a shot, and that's a tip and a goal! I got to get the number on that. I know it was a tip by Heinmiller. Yep. Was it Sweetser that shot that? Try to read the referee's lips here. 21 from 16, and there you have it. A lot of zone time for Edina. A couple puck battles won.
That was a beauty.
And that's a recipe for a highlight type goal there. Probably our favorite goal of the year thus far. What a gorgeous goal. Nothing that Smith could have done on that. Waconia now trying to answer. Waconia flips it between the two defense. That's Williamson and Helfrich. Williamson plays it up. That's going to be kept in at the point momentarily, and Morgan almost came away with it. Heinen now trying to get to Morgan. That hits a skate. Williamson picking up the loose change. Williamson entering. Williamson forced wide, looking behind Smith. Still looking.
Yes.
Shot. That hits a sprawling defender. Helfrich does a nice job keeping it in. That'll be collected by Morgan. Morgan now. Morgan operating. Shot, and that goes wide. Morgan able to keep it in. Morgan touches it up to herself, trying to get into the corner. 2 collide. No call there. Incidental contact. Morgan did a nice job of not going super hard into that to avoid the call. Morgan kicks it to her skate and just gives a forearm shiver to a Waconia defender. She hits it back in the net, and I'm sure Morgan will go off.
With her mom.
Yep, her mom is working the box.
She just wanted to see her.
Just kind of gave her like that Tecmo Bowl Tristan Okoye just get off me move. Easy call for the official. Probably wouldn't have been called yesterday, though. They probably let that one go down at Mankato. Power play now, back to the point. Waconia, that shot goes wide. Nelson trying to gather. Nelson wins that battle. Loses it to Waconia. Nelson still giving chase behind Worry. Waconia comes in, stuff attempt. Worry stops it. Nice play by Worry to get over to the post. Edina muscles it out. McGarvey slaps that back behind Smith. McGarvey now on the chase. Sauter will get off on a change. Waconia coming after it. That's deflected. Neutral ice battle here. Nelson now gathers it. Spits back to the D. D will go all the way back in their own zone. Just off Sweetser's stick. Heinen gathers. Heinen now. Shot. And that's off the stick. Flutters to the slot. Bounces a little bit. That hopped Carter's stick. Waconia able to come away with it. 22 left on the kill. Heinen now gathering. Had nothing there as Waconia was back in numbers. Decides to dump it. Waconia whiffs on a clearing attempt. Heinen comes from the other end of the ice and shoves it back in behind Smith again. Waconia now. Got some ice if they can get it past the blue line. Helfrich trying to throw it back the other way. Shoot gathers. Bumped off the puck. Waconia now gathers at neutral ice. One to beat, but nice play there. I believe that was Carter getting in the way. Shoot now gathering their own zone. Puck hits a little crack and Pops on her a bit. Heinen throws it back. Trying to get it out, and they do, and they'll escort that down the length of the ice. Easy icing call there, as that was slapped down the ice with some authority. 3:07 remaining, 1-0 hockey game. Your Hornets on top. Sweetster to Heinmiller. Heinmiller with a tip of the day. Nice play. Coming right after Sauter, I believe, almost tipped one home. Heinmiller at right wing. That's the second goal in as many days for Heinmiller. Sauter now trying to control. Backhands that into the far corner. Heinmiller coming over. Nice play there. Sweets are able to get a stick on it, keep it in. McGarvey now circling. Nelson able to deflect that. McGarvey trying to come over and support. She does. Off the board to herself. Waconia gets there first. McGarvey still battling. Back to Nelson. Shot goes way wide. Scrum in the corner. Puck's loose. Finds its way back to Sweetster. Sweetster backhands it to Sauter. Sauter now operating. Sauter over to Heinmiller. Heinmiller back to Sweetster. Sweetster shot, and that's deflected. Nelson now operating, trying to get to the middle of the puck. The dangles here. Bumped off the puck. Puck will find Sweetser. Sweetser throws that back behind Smith. Heinen just outside her reach. Nelson intercepts. She's bumped off the puck. Morgan doesn't get it. 3-on-1. And nice play by Halfrich to getting away with that. That hits her leg and caroms into the near corner where Forrester's looking to grab it. Forrester stick lifted. Morgan now. Shot. And that just nicks the glove and goes wide. That shot hit the very tip of Smith's glove. And Smith will cover up with $1:20 remaining. Oh, they got the shots 12-1 in favor of Edina. It's only like 12-2. A lot of pressure from Edina early. Waconia had a 3-on-1. Halpert was back and got in the way of pass that was trying to connect. Shot, rebound, loose, swatted to the far boards. Williamson now trying to get over to Halpert. Hops her stick. McGarvey and Carter battling. Halpert picks it up, loses it momentarily. That's going to find Hoffman. Hoffman now chasing. Nelson throws that back behind Smith. 4 off for Edina, 4 new bodies. That'll give Waconia a little bit of time to figure out how to get out of there. And Sauter now, shot, rebound. Smith able to play that. Waconia now coming out of the zone with some speed. Nelson with a nice play to bumper off the puck. Nelson now. Picked up by Shoot. And just runs out of time. Should have been keeping my eyes on the clock. Well played hockey game.
Very even.
1-0. Shots in favor of Edina. Zone time in favor of Edina. This is the one we need. We need to get this one. Ann laughs. Yeah, we do. We need to get this one. Edina back on the ice. Williamson sweets her back at the point. McGarvey, Sauter, and Heinmiller. McGarvey now back to Sweetser over to Williamson. Williamson gives a whack at it. McGarvey able to collect. Smith sticks that to the corner. Waconia there first grab it. That'll reach back to Williamson. Shot, juicy rebound, and that's whacked still loose. Waconia coming out a little sluggish. If Edina can catch him here. McGarvey comes back and takes that puck away. McGarvey now, dump and chase. McGarvey 1-on-5 as Edina's coming off out from a change. Shoot, winds in. Smith grabs it. Another shot for the Hornets, their 16th. Of Heinen on the face-off. So we can get back one to Shooter Helfrich here. Controlled. Helfrich grabs it. Helfrich now looking. Holding. Throws it behind Smith. Just out the reach of Heinen. Heinen now looking back to the point. That play's cut off. Has to go back to Hoffman. Hoffman now looking. Feeds it to the slot. Nobody home. Waconia trying to get it out there, and they do. Waconia flips it up the near boards. Waconia trying to muscle it out, and that'll go all the way down. It's going to go right past Worry, and we'll have an icing with 13:26. Missing May Fitzgerald today, so May, if you're watching, we miss you. Hope you're back like now, like today. If you can get here by the third period, that'd be awesome. No. We hope you're well, and we hope you get better real soon. Waconia now behind Smith. Morgan giving chase. Nice stick by Morgan to bump the puck off. Nelson able to keep it in momentarily. Nelson still fighting. Nelson throws that behind Smith. Allows Morgan to attack once again. Thrown back the other way. That's intercepted by Forster. Waconia now trying to go up that same far board to get it out. Nelson pounds that puck down. Backhands that to Forster on the Morgan stick. Morgan now protecting the puck, trying to get to the front. Shot, rebound, and it's going to be covered up. We'll have a whistle. We'll tug and pull in front of Smith there as the girls are getting a little feisty. Waconia doing whatever they can to protect their goalie. Edina doing whatever they can to force the issue. McGarvey on the draw. Forster to her left. Morgan to her right. Face-off now controlled by Morgan. Taken away. Morgan takes it back. Nelson throws that back in the zone. Morgan chasing once again. Nelson intercepts that. Bumps it over to Morgan. Morgan now steps on the puck and falls. Waconia now entering. That reaches Worry. Nonchalant save as she escorts that to the near corner. Williamson trying to exit. Williamson behind Worry. 3 forecheckers for Waconia. Williamson, a little bit of Houdini to get that out of the play. And it looks like we'll have an offsides. Heinen on the draw, wins that over to Heinmiller. Waconia takes it away. They'll try to get it deep. Nice play there by Helfrich to whack it back up the boards. Waconia now controlling at neutral ice. Waconia now entering. Shot, deflected, near corner, shoot. Trying to get it up to Sauter. That deflects. Sauter now battling the few Waconia girls with Shoot and Heinen coming over to help. To the center, swing and a miss by number 3 for Waconia there. That just goes all the way through the slot. Waconia now controlling their own zone. Back to neutral ice. Helfrich and Shoot back. Helfrich touches that to Shoot. Shoot will control. Shoot now across neutral ice. Centering pass. That's taken away by Waconia as they'll look to get it out of the zone, and they do. Heinen throws it back the other way. Waconia controlling. A couple parents pleading for a pass. They do, but that connects with McGarvey.
McGarvey caught that pass.
Yep, McGarvey got that. Carter chasing. McGarvey now winds. Shot, and that just hits the blocker from Smith. McGarvey comes over, pinches her against the boards. Allows Carter to come over and give some assistance. Garvey gives it deep. We'll get a few new skaters on. Waconia trying to take advantage. Fumbles it a bit behind Smith. Allows Heinen to come over. Morgan gathers. Morgan has to change direction. Throws that back over to Williamson. Williamson now trying to get it up the boards. She's met by a Waconia forward. They keep it in. Centering pass, and that's going to reach the D. Shot, save, and covered up. That was their best opportunity so far.
It looked like there was a screen.
There was a screen, and the whole left side of the net was open. You're absolutely right. There was a nice screen there. Shoot giving a look before she gathers. Shoot still with the puck. That's knocked down by Helfrich. Helfrich now controlling Edina, having a tough time getting it out here. Waconia putting some nice pressure on. Finally, Edina is able to get it out of the zone. Waconia trying to come back the other way with it, but Shoot is able to gather. Shoot now back to Helfrich. Helfrich splits the defense, comes now into the zone. She has Morgan. Helfrich taken down, and that's probably an easy call.
The girl's like,
Helfrich coming in. Yeah, it's... Yeah, at center ice, it probably doesn't get called, right? But, having that full head of steam towards the goaltender, you get taken down right, at the top of the circle. It's probably one that would get called more times than not. Face off now, controlled to Nelson. Nelson, the shot tipped, and that Sauter with another opportunity to tip, and nice play by Sauter to execute on that. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to get those shots back at the point.
Must be working on this. Oh!
McGarvey now. Heinmiller throws it to the slot. Rebound. That's loose. Nelson on a pinch. Nelson able to back that hand behind Smith. Garvey coming back over. Nelson with a nice pinch there to keep it in momentarily. Nelson throws it over to Hoffman, and that's just wide. Garvey intercepts. Garvey off the board, trying to get it to herself. She's got to fend off a Waconia skater. Garvey still trying to control. Back to Nelson. Nelson's shot, that's deflected. Nice play by McGarvey, able to get that puck and control it, and able to get it back. And that's got to be an ice, as that was violently sent down the other way. 7:14 remaining, 12 left on the power play. Well, the Waconia goaltenders played pretty well.
Taking 17 shots.
17 shots. Under a lot of heat most of this game. Face off now again in the zone. Thrown to the slot. That's picked up by Carter. That's deflected. Hoffman giving chase. Hoffman trying to collect. Centering pass. That's deflected. Carter grabs some loose change. That's blocked down by Smith. That'll stay behind hers. Puck spits to the slot. That's going to reach Williamson at the point. And it's going to be a save by Smith as she came out to meet the puck head on. Able to cover up. Full strength. Nice pressure there by Edina on that power play. Let's see if they can continue with some zone presence. And Morgan puts on the brakes, trying to get in front of the net, and that's going to be covered up by Smith. Smith didn't bite. Morgan trying to slam on the brakes and play a little mind game with Smith, and Smith stayed to the near post and had it read the whole way. Face off controlled again by Waconia. Waconia now trying to get out of the zone as they circle behind Smith. Misplayed there. McGarvey is able to come away with it. McGarvey now. Shot, save, rebound, and that'll be covered up again with 6:24 remaining. Waconia is trying to get it out, misplayed the puck a bit. McGarvey came over and was able to be in an advantageous position as he was able to grab that puck in stride and get wide enough to get a shot. Smith had that angle played nicely, not much to shoot at. Ellison now trying to get it deep. Ellison on a deep pinch. She's bumped off the puck. Waconia now coming away with it as they exit. 2-on-2 hockey turns into a 3-on-2 as Sauter gets back. 2-on-3 rather. Puck loose. That's whacked wide of Weary. Waconia will get in there first, and they'll flop that to the slot. Loose again. That's going to hit Sauter as a point tried to get that near Weary. Shoot now coming back the other way. Shoot has one to beat. Shot, and that's wide. Nice hustle there by the back checker from Waconia. Gave Shoot a whack just as she was ready to unload.
Dad's going to say she panicked on me.
Yeah, Dad's going to say she panicked a bit. Sauter now. Look back to the point. That's there. Shoot winds. And that's off Smith's glove. You don't see that too often. Misplays that, but that's going to give an opportunity for Waconia to have a break. Forward back to Edina. There was one rusher for Waconia. She had nothing but to throw it to the front of the net. Nobody would have been home anyways as they were getting off. Get some fresh legs. A lot of skaters over there by the boards. I got 7 of them. Spread out a little bit now as I believe that's Heinen that's trying to come away with it. She does. She nudges that back towards Smith. Waconia now cross neutral ice. McGarvey trying to handle the puck in a pile of snow. Throws that down. We'll have an icing with 4:44 remaining. Well, we haven't had a lot of odd girl rushes, right? Our shots and our pressure's been, in the zone, having that zone time. But you get to this level, and I don't care who you're playing. The majority of the girls out there can skate, and they can skate hard. McGarvey bumped off the puck. Waconia now. Shot. That's deflected. That reaches Weir anyways, and she throws that to the corner. Waconia a little slow to keep that in, but they accomplish it anyways. That's kept in. Nice hold at the point there. That gets past a few. Waconia will have to go back and play. McGarvey will get off. Waconia backhands that out of the zone. Williamson's able to collect. Hoffman throws it back in. That'll allow Forrester to get some effort there with Heinen. Heinen now trying to come away with the puck behind the net. Forrester's able to gather momentarily before she's tied up. Waconia coming away with it as they try to exit. And they'll slap that down the length of the ice, which should be another icing call. About 3:38 remaining here in the second period. Well, Waconia might not have the firepower in numbers to be able to get that puck out of the zone like a few of our girls, so you're going to see probably a few more icings, and I'm sure they're hoping for their one or two players that have that ability to, get the puck on their stick. But I think I've counted 3, out of their 10. Gia now puts on the brakes. Still fighting. Waconia comes away with it. Nelson now with the shot, and that's gloved by Smith. Morgan doing a lot of dirty work behind the net. Love the fight in that kid. Garvey now. That's going to be a goal. McGarvey wins the face-off, out muscles a few sticks, and able to go forehand to backhand. Nothing Smith could have done about that. It's an individual effort by KK McGarvey to put the second on the board for the Hornets with 3:13 left to go in the second period. Kind of like the goal we gave up yesterday, our second, except their center won it at center ice. McGarvey now.
Come on, take it.
And that's just wide. Again, nice back check. McGarvey now behind Smith. Looked at Williamson. That was cut off. Has to reverse course and try to get back over to Sauter. That's just outside of her reach. Sauter now has Halfrich. Decides to keep it down low and operate in that corner. Waconia now. McGarvey slapped off the puck there. Waconia backhands that, hits some traffic. That's just outside the reach. It's outside the blue line rather. Well, been offsides. 2:24 remaining. So Hoffman, Heinen, and Carter. Carter trying to keep it in. Sweetser comes over to try to help. Nice play by Sweetser. Allows Heinen to throw it back in the zone. Carter gets a stick on it. Nelson trying to back that, keeping it in. She does. Heinen able to get there first. That loose puck. Waconia now exits. And Worry's there to save the day for Edina. That was a 3-on-1. The Waconia forward stayed patient. Got off a nice backhand too. Worry was positioned nicely to shut that play down with 1:53 left. That's back to the point. That's deflected a few times. That hits the side of the net. Stays behind Worry. Waconia now operating. Heinen comes over and bumps her off the puck. Centering pass, deflected. Carter trying to get there. Waconia keeping it in, back behind Worry. Going back behind Worry still. Edina trying to get it out. Shoot now plays that up to Hoffman. Hoffman now trying to get it out. That's nicely kept in for the moment by Waconia. Edina finally muscling back into Waconia zone. Waconia off the boards. Center ice. They'll have an opportunity here to dump it or try to get something close to the net. They do. Easily whisked away by Worry. Shoot comes over and takes the puck away. Shoot will have a little time. It's a rough skate. Spits to the Waconia forward. Shot. Rebound off of Worry's glove. Heinen now across neutral ice. Hoffman trying to catch up. Centering pass taken away by the Waconia's back check. That was a nice play there. High into the net. We'll have a whistle with just over 30 seconds remaining here in the second period. Morgan now behind Smith, trying to get it to the slot, trying to get in front of the net. Backhand stuff attempt. Smith was there to prevent that from happening. Sweetser steps up, and that's deflected to the corner by Smith. 5 remaining. And that'll do it, second period of hockey. Well, I think that's probably right where Waconia wants to be. Down 2, right?
Versus
Yeah, I mean they're
6.
yeah, I mean they're in the game.
Yeah, Mom's wondering if that's.
Yep. Yeah, I mean they're in the game. So I mean when you've dropped the contest 9-1 to Minnetonka and 6-1 to Wayzata, and they beat Mankato, right? 4-3. To be down 2.
Working on getting another microphone so we can get a couple.
Yeah, I know. We have to.
So you can have somebody to talk.
I know. I have to somebody to talk. I know.
Like I'm not.
I could like change voices, and I actually did that one year. I pretend I was like Carl Gerbschmidt. Let's see who our girls come out with to start the third. So we'll shoot Nelson, Forster, McGarvey, Morgan. Back to shoot. Over to Nelson. Waconia throws it behind Worry, shoots there to gather. Shoot touches it up to Morgan. Morgan able to collect on the far boards. Kept in by Waconia. Nelson now controlling. Nice play by Forster to get it out. Puck's bouncing a little bit in front of Worry. She'll watch McGarvey come over and get that out of here. Garvey now dumping it. She'll get off on a change. We'll have Hoffman and we'll have Helfrich on the ice along with Carter. Helfrich gathers and that hits Carter's stick. Far boards now. Waconia trying to pick it up. They barely able to get it out. That just slipped by Williamson's stick. Helfrich puts on the brakes. Hoffman able to touch it out. Waconia trying to throw it back in and bounce a little bit at neutral ice. Couple collisions there. Waconia trying to gather it. Hoffman does a nice job there fighting against the boards. Waconia trying to flip it into the zone. That hits the jersey of Helfrich, and Waconia's going to come away with it with an opportunity. Waconia fights off a semi-hook and able to get a shot off. That'll reach Hoffman now. Hoffman will be able to exit. Trying to get it up the boards, caught some snow. Heinen now. Sweetser dumps in. Here comes Heinmiller. That shot's deflected, but bounces right in front of Smith. Able to get it out of trouble. Back to Nelson. Shot. Deflected. McGarvey. Loose. Sweetser comes over to play it. Sweetser throws it back behind Smith. Heinmiller will have to get on her horse a little bit. Back to Nelson. Nelson shoves that back the other way. That hits a skate. Sauter's able to pick it up. Sauter behind Smith. Sauter now looking. As Sweetser. Sweetser gathers. Shot. Tip attempt. Not able to connect. Waconia trying to feverishly get it out. Sauter nudges it back in. Nelson able to come away with it. Nelson now. Centering pass. Nelson still has it, and we've got a goal somehow, some way. Could have been Heinen. Could have been Shoot. Could have been Heinmiller. Could have been Nelson. Could have been Morgan. I don't know. Another goal result in a lot of zone time. Just constant pressure. Finally able to find a way. Sauter doing a good job. Probably 15 seconds before the goal, keeping it in, and Nelson doing a good job keeping it in as well. A lot of good things on that shift. Heinmiller covering a lot of ice, putting a lot of pressure on Waconia as they tried to exit, and that results in a 3-0 lead for Edina as they're entering again with Morgan. Waconia now have a 2-on-1. Pass doesn't connect and at the red line, but able to be gathered nonetheless. Gets it to the slot and not able to connect as Edina did a nice job getting back. Heine now entering. See if Heine can beat 3 of them. She beats 1, she beats 2, and gets a shot on Smith as she covers up with 10:39 remaining. 24 shots to 9. Penalty boxes have been fairly empty. Knock on wood, I guess, compared to yesterday. We've had one aside, maybe? Ann said she's going to get another microphone so we can talk to each other. Just for you guys at home. Waconia now, 2-on-0 with the back check, and that goes off the face mask of Worry and flops to the near the blue line. That's kept in by Waconia until Carter comes over and gives a whack at it. McGarvey out the boards to herself. 2-on-1 for Edina. McGarvey to Hoffman, in just outside the reach of Hoffman's stick.
Good idea.
Good idea is right. Back to Sweetser. Sweetser walks it in. Nice block save by Smith to shoot that to the far boards. That was a nice patience on the shot. Nice control of the rebound by Smith. Nice exit there by Waconia as they're able to touch it up to number 90. Heinmiller now. Coming across neutral ice. Heinmiller. Behind Smith. Nice stick there to get her off the puck. Heinmiller lifts another stick, but 3 Waconia skaters there were there to make life difficult for Heinmiller. That'll reach Snow, so that won't have the steam needed to get down for nice. That'll be gathered by Nelson. Nelson over to Heinmiller. Picked up by Heinen. Heinen now looking. That's deflected. Heinen still controlling. Trying to get it to the front. Puck bounces right near Heinen's skates. Sauter comes away with it. Trying to get it back to Shoot. Finally does. Shoot now back to Sauter past her, and that'll reach Heinen. Heinen pinched up against the boards. 2 on the puck for Waconia. It's textbook there to come away with it. That reaches Nelson. Nelson with a little soft shot on, and we'll have the net has been dislodged, so we'll get a whistle with 8:44 remaining. 3-0 hockey game.
They picked up a few more shots there.
Picked up a few more shots. 25 shots to 10. Finally, we've had a few odd girl rushes too. Waconia now 2-on-2 hockey. They're going to pause a little bit, let Edina get back, and just off sides to the dismay of the Waconia crowd that traveled far to watch her girls skate today. We had some groans yesterday down in Mankato, so I can't blame them. We had some "Are you kidding me's" and like, oh my gosh. Yeah, right. Helfrich now trying to get it up to Forster. That's deflected. That's kept down in the near corner. Forster now trying to come away with it. That's kept back in by Waconia. Waconia now trying to get it deep. Waconia now loose. McGarvey ties up the shooter. McGarvey's going to be able to come away with it. McGarvey throws it through the snow. Waconia's going to be the first to grab it right in front of Smith. Change direction. Morgan on the forecheck. Morgan and McGarvey. Two of the girls that I want forechecking on the puck would be those two. All of our girls really, but it's Morgan and McGarvey that can put so much pressure on their speed and their length. Morgan now taken down, no call. Back to Nelson. Nelson throws it off the boards, just cross center ice, so no icing. Smith will go back and play it, and she'll run into the defender. That'll reach Nelson. Nelson trying to backhand, deflected. That spits to the slot. Sweetser will now try to keep it in. Nice play by Sweetser to punch it in. Heinen will gather. Heinen now spinning. Back to Sweetser. Sweetser, shot, goes wide. That'll reach Nelson. Nelson will come up and play it. And Smith comes out to meet Heinen, is able to cover up with 6:54 remaining. Garvey on the face-off. Helfrich to shoot back to the point. That's going to be controlled by Edina. Sauter's looking to wheel. Sauter now. Dangle. Move. Backhand and just goes past Smith. Smith was not expecting that. Nice play by Sauter to put that near Smith's helmet. Shoot now entering. Just off her stick. Sauter now gathering the loose puck. Trying to get it to the front of the net. That deflects to McGarvey. McGarvey back to shoot. Shoot lines. Tipped. Heinmiller will play in the near boards. Two on the puck for both teams. See who comes away with it here. Helfrich comes and tries to get a little competitive advantage and stands the play up, but the puck able to reach the far corner. Shoot now. Bumped off the puck. Waconia finally able to get it out. Back to Helfrich. Helfrich off the boards, gathers. Shot. And that goes wide by about 2.5 feet. .540 remaining. Waconia, they would love to get one. They won't give up. They'll keep fighting. And we'll have Morgan going off for her second penalty as she runs a skater into the boards. Another fairly easy call as Morgan skates.
Back to the box with her parents.
Morgan back to the box with her parents. Yeah. I mean, when you come skating over to the box really fast after the whistle, then, you know, I guess for an official that makes him feel pretty good, right? The palms aren't in the air. It's it's like, listen, I know that. It's 5 minutes remaining, a minute left on the power play for Waconia as they try to go behind Smith and come up with an exit strategy. Waconia now 2-on-1. And another pass. You'd like to see them hold on to that a little longer. That's the second time they've made that pass. Not needed, as both times our D had not committed yet. And it's like back in basketball, we'd run 2-on-1 drills, and it wasn't a passing drill. And all the players were like, "Well, this is a passing drill, right? A 2-on-1." It's not a passing; it's a decision drill. It's like just because you're 2-on-1 doesn't mean you pass the ball or puck, right? It's a decision drill. It's like, can you make the right decision at that point in time? One of Waconia's better skaters gets it across center ice and able to dump it. That ricochets to a forward. Fortuitous bounce there. Heinen now trying to exit herself. Off the boards, accomplishes that. Waconia able to gather in their own zone as they wheel. Yeah, not a good decision there. She either needed to dump that thing or... Well, that's what she needed to do there. She just needed to dump that sucker in. That allows Edina to get back in Waconia's zone. Sweetser trying to keep it in, fighting off two. Waconia able to gather. That deflects off of Hoffman, spits back near Smith. Heinmiller trying to take it away. McGarvey coming over to help. Waconia comes away with it, trying to get it out. Garvey able to control briefly. She regathers and throws that back behind Smith. Sauter now trying to chase along with Heinmiller. Sauter able to grab it. Tries a tough angle, tries to sneak that in, and Smith was up to the challenge. Wasn't allowing that to get behind her. And so nice play by Sauter just to throw it on net and see if something can happen. And Smith did what she was supposed to do and covered up. Shoot with a couple spin moves, and she's going to get it to neutral ice. We'll have a 3-on-2. Shoot splits the defense. 1-on-1 with the goalie. Dangle shot, goal. 4-0 Edina. 2:34 remaining. Never underestimate speed, right? Heinen grabs it in the near corner. She's pressed up against the board, so that puck will spit behind Smith over into the far corner. Offsides, 1:47 remaining. Well, a victory that is not surprising. It's a game we should win, but we'll have to keep working. I'm sure the staff will keep working them in practice because this isn't indicative of where we need to be. It's not the type of teams we want to be measured against. Cake Eater coming up and some nice district games. I think Chaska's on the docket here sooner than later. Hoffman now looking to center. That's deflected. McGarvey able to collect. McGarvey now spinning. McGarvey trying to get it back to Nelson. Nelson comes up and nudges it to herself. Nelson now trying to get it to the front of the net. That's deflected. Waconia now gets it out of the zone. Nice play by Sweetser to throw it back the other way, and we'll have offsides, or let's see what they want here with 1:10 remaining. Yep. So simple offsides call, no harm, no foul.
They want this bad. Oh my god.
37 seconds remaining as Heinen has a 2-on-1 with Sauter. Nice play by Waconia to get back. .23 remaining. And that will do it. Thanks for watching. 4-0 is your final with shots 27-12 in favor of the